I'm good. Enjoy speaking to you. I expect with no passion your reactions. I spoke in previous video about couple relationships a little bit. The way to ascend and experience in high dimensions supreme happiness as a result of couple relationship. Also here, but there the light frequency is very high. Therefore the pleasures is higher in the emotional and physical level. The cells of the skin is more open, you enjoy more. Also the heart and the emotions become wider, expand, empower. The feelings opens and everyone become channelers and experience telepathy, open in the higher chakras above the crown, connect to higher selves, to high dimensions and experience elevations. You also desire to experience very high elevation here on planet Earth. Everyone speak about this. Indeed, everyone is opening, not as in the high dimensions of the universe. In order to succeed, ascend to very high dimensions, stay there a long time and end the incarnations, you have to be very strong and powerful. You achieve it through many incarnations, but also through experiences of both sexes. People who had many incarnations of women and never been men are very weak. They admire men and looking for them in what they don't have within themselves. Don't love themselves, that they are not strong, brave and powerful as men. Broke in previous ages, but also in this age. Regardless that women are very independent, works and do everything, if they break because of disappointing love and die because of that, consciously or not, cannot love other people or another person after a long marriage that's broken and end or are betrayed. If they fail, usually it's because they didn't experience incarnations as men and they are weak. And the men who didn't experience incarnation as women are very tough. They were very chauvinist in the last age and still were superior on women and hurt them a lot. Therefore, it is very important that also men will experience incarnation as women. It's happened more men incarnate as women than women as men, because the men were very tough and cruel. They have to become gentle and feel what is to be a woman and mother, because the motherhood softened their heart and opened it to compassion and love. Therefore, they are sent to incarnate as women to experience motherhood, regardless that fatherhood is also a lot, but motherhood is more hard. Give birth to children, understand that you don't have to be hard and cruel to them as they were in previous ages, controlling. Become more mature. Experience inner completions of soul that have many qualities called feminine and masculine. Not always you can develop them without changing sex in new incarnation. Especially people who created very hard karma and didn't change, we send them to incarnate in new incarnation to the sex that they didn't honor and hurt, so they will understand what is to be there and will not be chauvinist. Also women who used men and betrayed them while they worked for them and gave them money, they couldn't almost enjoy the children and they didn't work, betrayed and enjoy. It's not moral. You have to develop and experience more than one man all the life, but you cannot do it through lie. In this age, souls have to become powerful and mature, so we'll not have more Holocaust wars and murder as was in the Jewish Holocaust of all nations, abusing of women which were gentle and relatively weak then. Many young souls, angelic souls who were angels, were tortured and killed. It was very hard for them to hold it, especially new souls who were angels in Europe, hurt very much. We sent them to born again in planet Venus, and many men born as women, and they are the partners of the men who were evil, maybe still, especially in America. And in Europe we have angelic souls. Not so many women left who didn't send to born as men in this age. In all this planet and universe there is need like that, because we are in rush to empower the human souls after we experience heat in the Holocaust and other Holocausts in this universe. The Jewish Holocaust amazed the divine process in higher dimensions of this creation and previous creations who are in a state of almost nirvana. Ancient divine forces felt that everything is the second to dense frequency. Something hopeful happened here. Part souls came here to see what's happened, why this creation still exists, why this creation doesn't end its mission in matter, and hopeful Holocaust happening here. We continue the existence here because we have huge explosions of new souls all the time that are created by themselves from different Tau centers and dimensions and cannot stay in not physical dimensions. Therefore they have to incarnate here. They cannot stay in not physical dimensions because they're not strong enough. You become strong here. We don't have enough physical planets for them. This universe becomes small relatively, and the ancient universes who are not physical, not so many left. Most of them cancelled long time ago. One populated universe going through process of cancellation right now. These universes experience very high frequency of love, as in astral dimensions of this universe, and above it they ended these missions in this age. Their residents educated and going through cancellation of the personal self. There are many reasons why I don't want to talk too much about this, but about this universe. We don't have many new universes. There is a few stars with human beings. Not so many populated planets in the other universes, almost cancelled. Their residents are magnetized to this universe. Everyone is magnetized to this universe. The duality proves itself. Human beings need duality, this dimension of this universe. Return to the subject which I start speaking about, the changing of sexes from life to life, which is very popular now because of the good results. People become very strong and powerful, develop strong personal self because of their experiences. At least that they will have 2 or 3 incarnations, and the other sex, it is painful to change sex. There is lots of homosexuals and lesbians less. And it is the results, unfortunately, of the changes of sex from lifetime to lifetime. People become confused and feel that they are in a body that doesn't fit them. They are more homosexual than lesbians because creation was hurt very much from the lesson of the sex, which were very hard and ending very hard Holocaust, the Jewish Holocaust. I'm God. hope very much that people will not be angry and will hate divinity and themselves because of their difficulty to identify their sex, or because they are homosexuals or lesbians. In most cases it's karma, because they were very bad to the other sex. Also, in my opinion, there is a revolution in this planet and this universe of men against women, because the woman hurts men, not just men, women. Men have to support women and children after divorce, not see their children almost, and in their houses other men, they are so hurt that they don't want to love women anymore. It's their sole choice. It's not always because they don't identify with their sex and because of bad karma. The new generation likes to experience a lot, but it's not good if they suffer from it. If they become rich emotionally, it's good, but it is not natural to experience sex with the same sex. It's hard to enjoy. Therefore, we have compassion. We don't want that people will suffer so much, but this happened. Divinity had pressure after the Holocaust and the wars. We felt that soon this planet is going and cannot handle anymore. Mothers begged for end, couldn't stand anymore wars and Holocaust. We don't pray for its end, we let things happen. In this universe, divine forces decide to send more people in changing of sex, so there will be not so much hate and competition. Love become hate when you look for completion in the other one. Romance is not any more powerful as in the past, when women were more feminine and men muscular. It's okay as long as the souls become strong and powerful, experience inner completions, and will not be jealous at each other so much, abuse each other, and there will be no more human holocausts. I'm sorry for the suffering of the homosexuals and lesbians. I honor them. They have deep reasons to love the same sex. Not good not to respect them and think that they are not normal. It is very important for the developing what they are going through. Unfortunately, the AIDS disease developed powerfully here because the planet creates all kinds of bacteria and antibodies, earthquakes and natural disasters. When it's not experienced balance, the human race and its residents are not balanced. It's happened by itself. We don't ask for it. Homosexuals experience lots of sex with no love and they suffered. It hurts the diamond heart so hard. Also, normal people do it too much. Therefore, the AIDS disease created. The planet is resisting it. The planet is connected to the hard diamonds of God, which is pure love. It's lots of sex with many people, like animals with no love. It is not natural. It's bring karma between people, self-hate and suffering. It's not so bad to do it a little bit, but not too much. Therefore, this disease hurts homosexuals and other people. We hope that in the new age, people will connect more to powerful and strong higher self, will not be so dependent in other partners as in the past, will not hate each other, and will experience more inner completions of both sexes, therefore will not kill each other. This is how creation ascend and empower. Painful that there is less romance, beautiful women and muscular men, but women have to be strong and men also gentle, sensitive and motherly. soft with open heart. It's not good big difference between the sexes because of weaknesses, because of good qualities, yes, but not because of weaknesses and lack in the soul. In the next age, the souls will be mature and strong, will not have to change the sex between life to life. In the level of the higher self, there is agreement. We are not just giving revenge here. The souls know that it's good for them. They agree. It could be that we sometimes are too strict, therefore there is too many homosexuals in this age. We are very sorry. We hope very much that this planet and all the universe will experience better balance the next age. Maturity will not be human war, human holocaust and suffering. The divine law of justice, the law of the universes, the cosmic law that leads all the universe and creation will be balanced, will create experiences, lessons and balance karma by the force of the divine need and creation to ascend fast, because we descended because of human beings, the World War, the Jewish Holocaust, and the tough wars in planet Sirius, which develop in spacecraft technology. In very high dimensions of the universe, gates of dimensions and dimensions were blocked and closed, experiencing now very energetic density, because that everything that's happening here influence upper. If there is too much suffering to human race in level that doesn't have to be, heart abusing women and children, not just wars between men, it's the second all creation to dense frequency. Therefore, it's in the high dimension, it's hard to create matter with the power of mind. It is hard to fly between dimensions. High dimensions and planets of love and fantasy with very high frequency of light blocked. We are very sad. Therefore, we are in rush to ascend creation and humanity, interfere more where people will incarnate in what sex, give them less freedom to choose because we learn the lessons. We are divine forces who send people to incarnate, decide decisions for the highest good of all humanity, creation and divinity in every age. We are sometimes very tough because we have to be careful here. If creation will descend to lower frequency, we will not have high dimensions, and all we will have is the third dimension frequency or a little bit more. This will be our end. We want that the frequency of the third dimensions will ascend higher. People will ascend, will be free from incarnations and not the opposite. We don't succeed with this. Tough things happen to us because of the suffering here. Maybe we are guilty that we still allow the third dimension to exist, because we can call for cancellation of the third dimension in all kinds of ways and courts, but we give time. I don't want to threatening and scared. I saw the truth behind the scenes. I hope very much that in the next century, less planets in the third dimension will exist. Humanity will ascend to high dimensions, to great happiness, and the high dimensions will elevate, will be delighted, will not descend to dense dimensions, but opposite. This way will ascend humanity. This will happen if there will be no more wars, suffering, holocaust, hate, revenge, jealousy, and everything that is not good. Be blessed. I am God. Thank you.